do, and we'll take our turn, and we'll take our time, knowing that we'll be here long after you. Para pasear este país nublado, este país nublado. Para pasear este país nublado, este país nublado. Harder makes me feel feeling stronger, holding on to you.
I have to get used to the microphone with the live stream. Everyone on the live stream, hello, hi. My name is Eliseo. I'm so grateful to be here to lead us in some meditation, some breath work, movement, yoga. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. And also bear with me. It seems like we're going to be multimodal, which is totally fine. Some people might be seated, some people might be on the floor. I'll try to oscillate in between different positions and offer cues as best as I can. Ultimately, wherever you are coming from, whatever background, and as far as yoga, it's your practice. You do whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable, the most present and here. And there are 2 mats that are rolled up in the back that are free to use, and you can totally grab those. You are also welcome to use the mat that I have in front of me also if anybody wants anything. Does anybody want this mat here? Feel free. Okay. All right. So yeah, if you have a mat, you can go ahead and roll it up. If you are, we'll get started. So if you're sitting, find a comfortable seat on the chair. Begin to, and some people are setting up their mats still, so we'll give some time for that as well. And also, if you want to be closer, feel free to do that. And also, if you want a bolster, it seems like you can like double up on a bolster, so it'd be extra squish, which may be really nice. Great. Awesome. Cool. For people seated, are you also going to practice? So I'll keep that in mind. Amazing. Beautiful. Okay. So we'll get started. If you are seated on your mat, you can sit in a comfortable seat, however that looks like for you. It could be an easy seat with legs, one leg in front of the other. Could be on your knees as well. But just start to settle in. If you're on the chair, same thing. Kind of maybe rock side to side. If you are sitting on a mat, you're a little bit more mobile, so even like kind of moving the sides by your hips just to clear out sit bones and really just settle in. And as you rock side to side, begin to slow down and start to lower your gaze, soften your gaze, maybe find a spot, a point on the floor to focus on, or begin to close your eyes fully as you begin to notice your breath. It's your natural breath right now. Notice where it's flowing. Notice any tightness or openness. Either way, it's all good. The point is to be here in the now. Going to lead us into a bit of a breathing exercise. Before that, I just want to give you an offering. And this offering is just an intention I have. You can receive it, take it. You can also hear it and place it to the side. It's not something you need to take. But one of the reasons why I'm so grateful to be here is a space like this, is how there are so many people, so many bodies, so many experiences, so many traditions in one space such as this. And it's all connected. So, as you are seated, maybe place one hand, if you would like, over your heart and one over your abdomen. There is a Sanskrit mantra that I like to offer, and it's Soham. It just means I am that. That's it. I am that. So as you settle in, you can also just breathe in and say these things in your head, or you can replace them with some other mantra or word you'd like to use for yourself. But we'll breathe in through our nose, deep breath in, whole body, and we'll breathe in so. We'll breathe out hum. Breathe in so. Breathe out hum. I am that. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to count a little bit as we breathe in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in as you repeat that mantra in your head. 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. And we'll hold here for 2, 1. Breathe out. 2, 1. And hold. 2, 1. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. 2 more cycles. Breathing in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. I invite you to return your hands to your knees. And we'll begin with some neck circles. Breathing in. And as we breathe out, turn your left ear towards your left shoulder. As you breathe out and turning your chin towards your chest. Shifting over as you breathe in, right ear towards your right shoulder. Looking up towards the sky. As you breathe out to turn left ear to left shoulder again. Chin towards chest. Then up, right ear towards right shoulder and up again. One more rotation through, meeting back at the top, pausing here when you're at the top of your circle and going the opposite direction, right ear to right shoulder, breathing out as you lower your head and lower your chin, breathing in as you lift your chin and lift your head up. Beautiful. Yeah. One more rotation here. And eventually returning to neutral position. We have our seated folks here and seated and on the floor. We're going to remain here. We'll begin to bring in some arm work. So breathe in to lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Take a moment to just stretch here. So really just reach towards the sky. Sit up as you're doing it. Yeah, and breathe in. And breathe out as you relax your shoulders, but keep your arms up. And maybe here, find some wrist circles for yourself. Yeah, moving around. Beautiful. Breathing in again. And breathing out as you just lower your arms back down. Breathe in again as you lift your arms up. Stretching. Breathe out as you lower back down. Breathe in to lift again. Breathe out to lower back down. Breathe in as you lift your arms up. And from here, we'll invite a side bend. So if you're seated, just bring your left arm down as your right side begins to shift over to the left. Feeling that release of your right side body. Beautiful. Holding here. Breathing in to lift yourself up and out. Bring your hands through center and switching over to the other side as you breathe out gently and carefully. Feeling a side bend on the left side of your body. Beautiful. And maybe gaze reaches up, looks up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Breathing in as you lift yourself back up. Breathing out as you bring your arms back down. Keeping this progression going, breathing in to lift your arms up. And here we'll invite a twist. So right arm will go down on your left thigh. As you breathe out to bring your back arm back behind you. If you're on a chair, you can just reach towards the chair. You can also hook over the chair if you would like. You can also just lay your forearm on the edge as well. All we're feeling is a gentle twist. If you're seated on your mat, what you're doing is beautiful, bringing your back arm behind you. As you continue to breathe in for a tall spine, breathe out to relax your shoulders. Breathing in, tall spine. Breathing out, relaxing your shoulders. Beautiful. Releasing while you breathe in to return to neutral as you bring your arms up towards the ceiling. And breathe out to turn to your right side. bringing your back arm, if you're on a chair, forearm on the top edge of the chair or around it. If you're seated, back arm. The main goal is to breathe in for a tall spine. Breathe out, relaxing shoulders. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Nice. Breathe in as you lift your arms up and return towards neutral. Breathing out to lower your arms back down. Going to shift this. From here, we can everyone stays seated, but what we'll do is we're going to breathe in. Hopefully people in the live stream can still hear me, but breathe in, lifting your arms up. And just shimmy, if you're on a chair, just shimmy your body towards the edge of your chair. And if you're seated, where you are is beautiful. People on a bolster, you may want to move it, just keep that in mind because we're going to forward fold over our hips here. So settling in as we breathe in, and breathe out, and just bring your arms down as you fold over. Reaching towards your shins, your ankles, just reaching maybe just towards the floor. If you are seated, see people extending their legs out, that's beautiful. You can also keep them folded. Holding here. Breathe in for a halfway lift. If you're seated, if you're on the ground, maybe back just towards your knees. And then breathe out for a forward fold again. And breathe in again as you lift up all the way. Hands up. Breathe out, lower down. Okay. Folks on the chair, just hold and settle in. Folks on the mat, begin to move towards a tabletop. So in tabletop, wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Feeling stability here with your hands pushing into the ground. If you're seated, you could also do this as well. So you're in a tall spine, but your hands are also giving that pressure into your thighs to really feel that strength, right? So you're almost arching your back, but not really. You're just feeling that strength here. So just pushing into your thighs as you breathe in to extend and breathe out to relax your shoulders. Folks, in tabletop, this is the work. So pulling in your navel towards your spine as you feel that stability there. From here, we'll oscillate between a cat and cow, and all will do this here. So as you breathe in, you'll bend your elbows just slightly if you're seated on a chair, breathing in to bring your heart forward and up, gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathing out, extending your arms fully as you round your spine. Gaze goes towards the ground, gorgeous. If you're on your mat, you're doing beautifully. You're lifting your heart up forward as you look up for cow pose. And breathing out to round your spine. And I invite you, wherever you are, if either you're seated or on your mat, invite some other movements while you go in between your cat and cow. So just playing with maybe shifting your shoulders side to side as you breathe in, breathing out, shifting your hips and your shoulders, playing with the mobility of your spine, vertebrae to vertebrae. If you are seated or if you're on your mat, beautiful. Continue to do what you're doing. Breathing in, out. Breathing in. Out. So I am that. And eventually After a few more cycles, find your neutral position. So if you're seated, tall spine, hands at your knees. If you're in tabletop, you can just hold there for a moment. And if you're on your mat, you can stand this time around. So to do that, maybe move between a downward facing dog, and I'll just show the movement here. If you are on a chair and want to stay on your chair, that's wonderful. If you would like to stand up as well, you can do that also. So from here, raise this up. Okay, this is tricky with the mic. Okay, and so while you're here, just settle in for one moment. Begin to feel these movements standing. So breathing in, lifting your arms up. Keeping your arms where they are, and I have my mic, but your left arm is going to go back down behind you, while your right arm gently reaches towards your left shoulder, left elbow, and just kind of, again, relaxing and breathing for a little arm stretch. Breathing in and out. Breathe in to lift out of that as you release your elbow, raising both of your arms, switching sides as you breathe in to reach, and then bend that elbow, reaching towards your right elbow with your left hand. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Nice. So from here, what we'll do is, we can all do this now. So now that we're all standing, we'll breathe in to lift our arms up. Breathe out just to forward fold, just feeling that release and that difference from sitting versus standing, doing this forward fold. I can't bend all the way, but bend as much as you are able to, even bending your knees a lot, right? So you're folding over those hips, but do not feel the need to keep your legs extended. They can be bent as much as you want. Yeah. And then from here, if you would like to sit down, if you're by a chair, you can just hop down. And for people that are still standing or forward fold on your mat, stay where you are. If you're in your forward fold, invite a gentle twist. So leaving your left arm where it is on the ground, bring in your right hand up. So if you're on a chair, you can do the same thing. Bring your right arm up. Yep. Breathing in and breathing out as you lower your hand back down. Switching sides, breathing in as you leave your right arm where it is, lifting your left arm up. Holding here. Breathing out to lower your arm back down. Beautiful. Breathing in for a halfway lift. Seated. And breathing out, forward fold. For people that are on your mats, if you are, maybe shimmy over to the front of your mat, but you're going to plant both hands down and step your back feet back into a plank. People that are on your chairs, you can breathe in and just rest for a moment. And people that are on their mat, you can lower knees, chest, chin down. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Peeling your heart up. Yep. Breathing out to lower from your cobras or your baby cobras or your upward facing dog. and we'll return back to seated. For those of you on the mat, we'll do a quick hip opener before we begin to wrap up. So you just take your right leg and just place your ankle over your knee. For those on your mat, you have multiple options you can do. So I'll take the mat. So hold and breathe in here. If you are seated, if you are on the ground, you can lay down on the ground and put your ankle over your thigh as you lift your thigh up. You can also do a 90-90 stretch. So shin is parallel with the front of your mat and your back leg goes behind you as you just fold over that shape. So wherever you are, breathing into this. If you are seated, to intensify the stretch, you can breathe in again, extending your spine. That is the focus. And breathing out to just fold over. You just give yourself some pressure here, making sure to keep your foot flexed to protect your knee. So keeping that foot flexed, just folding over, breathing in. And out. Breathing in and out. Nice. Breathe in to lift out of that. If you are on the ground, you can release your heel back down to the mat and switch sides. So if you're on your chair, lower carefully your leg as you bring your left leg over, ankle over thigh. Breathing in if you're on a chair to extend that spine. Breathing out to gently fold forward over that shape. Beautiful. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Nice. And breathing in to lift back up as you slowly, carefully, gently place your foot back down on the ground. If you are on your mat, you can lower both feet down. If you are sitting on your chair, you can just sit up to the edge of the chair. If you are on your mat, you can bend your knees and have your feet about mat's width distance apart. And just get into some windshield wipes as we slow down our practice. So if you're on your chair, you can just, thinking of a tall spine, just shimmy, dropping one leg down and the other as you go back and forth. Nice. Cool. And then settling in. Now this is where we would typically slow down completely and go into Shavasana where everyone's laying down, but we have chairs involved. So I've never done this before. I will invite you to be in the most comfortable position you'd like to be if you're on your chair. So whatever is literally the most comfortable, relaxing, seated position, be in that. If you are on the mat, it's Savasana, so you can keep your legs out and extended. They can also be in butterfly, so feet against soles of the feet against each other. You can also keep your knees bent and knock your knees together for that final resting position on the bolster. Beautiful decision. Yeah, lovely. And again, just settle in, gently close your eyes, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. So I am that. Begin to just relax, let go. Wherever you are, if you are on your mat, begin to find some small movements. If you're on your chair, again, small movements as you carefully sit back with a tall spine and shoulders relax. If you're on your mat, roll to one side for a moment, just for a quick fetal position, as you push yourself up to a seated position. Comfortable seat. Gaze can still be lowered, eyes can still be closed. We'll breathe in to lift our arms up towards the ceiling. Breathing out to bring our hands to heart center. We'll close a practice with one sound of Om. You can join in or just listen to the vibrations. Your choice. We'll breathe out any breath that we have left. Breathe in. Thank you for this transfer of energy. With deep gratitude. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. That was quite the experiment, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, so you have, if you are borrowing a mat, you can leave it where it is. If you have your mat, you of course just bring it with you. I see there are waters in the